Welcome to slide 12, ODSP Self-Employment Net Income Calculator Demo Walkthrough. On the screen right now is my custom-built Google Sheets Excel spreadsheet. This is where we get practical. As a digital entrepreneur, I sell a digital download spreadsheet in my business that helps entrepreneurs, including myself, navigate the Ontario Disability Support Program, ODSP, Self-Employment Net Income Calculations. I love this spreadsheet, and I'm very proud I created it. It has taken me many years of work to make it simple enough to help me and others manage business net income. And some people have used it to estimate their ODSP employment net income reporting obligation, but I specifically made it for self-employment net income. Before we dive into the numbers, let's head over to cell B59. It has motivational text waiting for us. It says, do it for your future self. Pink emoji with stars. Pink heart emoji with stars. This spreadsheet is packed with links, ODSP policy directives, and CRA guidelines for your tax obligations and reporting obligations to keep you organized and focus on your goals. For this demo, we assume that the entrepreneur has already completed the first step, calculating their business net income by diligently keeping receipts and tracking business expenses. ODSP recipients must use the cash accounting method of income recording for ODSP income and expense reporting purposes. Under this method, income is recorded when it is received, and expenses are recorded when bills are paid. Hence, accounts receivable, post-dated checks, credit sales, IOUs, promissory notes are not considered income in the month received until they are cashed. And accounts payable, bills, invoices, business supplies delivered before being paid for are not considered business expenses until paid. This is quoted from ODSP Policy Directive 5.4, Self-Employment Income. We are starting with business net income. The goal of this spreadsheet is to help you figure out how to apply the standard ODSP net earnings exemptions, the first $1,000 of net income earnings threshold, strategic compliance, and executive function. It is vital to understand that ODSP business net income calculation is distinct from the net profit you report to the Canada Revenue Agency, CRA. ODSP has specific approved business expenses and a list of non-approved business expenses that often confuse people reporting to two government agencies, ODSP and CRA. Let's be clear, when your business is profitable and growing, you should focus on the core business tasks, correctly filing your business financial reports to the Canada Revenue Agency. Once that is complete, send a copy to your ODSP caseworker. Their job is to follow ODSP Policy Directive 5.4, Self-Employment Income, and apply the specific calculations to determine your eligibility for income support and benefits. By delegating this complex calculation to your caseworker, it frees up a lot of executive function and headspace for you to focus on personal development, business research and development, R&D. Then you can focus on business growth while achieving financial peace, freedom, and sovereignty. We must understand these rules because we are eligible for the Ontario Disability Support Program, but once our business is making revenue, it is self-sustaining, profitable, and growing its investment portfolio, we start creating a future that is built on empowerment, not eligibility. Ontario Disability Support Program policy allows for deductions for childcare and disability-related expenses. Those deductions vary based on individual circumstances. This spreadsheet does not calculate those final deductions. It is purely based on being a single benefit unit member receiving ODSP income support and benefits. Instead, this tool calculates your chargeable income before ODSP specific deductions. For the final precise figures, you must always consult with your ODSP caseworker and reference the Policy Directive 5.4 Self-Employment. I'm going to walk through an example of how ODSP self-employment net income calculations work using the spreadsheet based on achieving my personal goal of 5,000 Canadian dollars of business gross income before allowable expenses. So now on the screen, in cell D61 says $5,000. It's under cell D59 for business gross income month, and on the right of it is column E, and in column E59 it says approved business expenses 75%. I chose 75% because it makes the math simple, and it's also a reminder of the clawback rate deduction of ODSP 75% for over $1,000. I wanted to keep the math as simple as possible. So if my business made $5,000 Canadian, then 75% of that would be $3,750, and my net income would become $1,250. The $1,250 is over $1,000, so $250 in the next column G would be $250, and then at the rate of 75% deduction from ODSP, that would be $187.50. The next column I has the last month's payment amount for me in my pay stub, which is $1,697.85. ODSP would add a $100 work-related benefit. That's column J. To qualify for the $100 work-related benefit as a small business self-employed, the business would have to make a net profit over $100, and it did with the net profit of $1,250. Then ODSP would give me $1,610.35 because from the deduction of $187.50, it's reducing the $1,697.85, which is what makes it this $1,610.35. So the next column L, this is my business net income plus ODSP's payment for a total amount of $2,860.35. If I did this for 12 months in a row in a wonderful imaginary land, that would be $34,324.20. That concludes our walkthrough of the ODSP self-employment net income calculation. I hope this demo has shown you the power to understand the Ontario Disability Support Program details.